What's up, you guys? It's Numi, and yeah, I got back on here because I am sharing with you guys my journey, right? I'm sharing with you guys my journey through medical school, through this preparatory Msap course, which I am in at the moment currently. And if you are watching this video, just so you know, it's not in real time, okay? So I've probably either finished in Msap already, or I'm in the process of moving through the weeks. Okay, so this video is just basically about my first week experience of Msap, and I hope that it can just give you an insight on what it would be like if you were taking a course like this, because a lot of colleges now, medical schools in particular, are having these preparatory courses for students that are not really in their competitive pool, but they see something in you and in your grades that you know, when you submitted your transcript and stuff, they look at your grades, and so they see your grades are probably good, but maybe you're lacking in some area that they just want to make sure if they admit you to their program that you're going to be able to succeed. So that's basically what Msap at St. George is for. It's just to make sure that you're prepared to matriculate into the actual medical school. But anyway, first week was kind of crazy, especially because I have been out of school for some time. I finished my master's like now almost 2 years ago. So I haven't been in that work mode for some time now, as far as like with schoolwork and studying long hours, all of that. So yeah, they hit you with all of this information. Like literally, it's a lot. So it's supposed to be 10 hours of lecture every single week. You get your information like usually on Sunday night. They send out the information right after your exam. And so that's good, because then you can kind of preview things or get started on the lectures. And so it's 10 hours of lecture, and then for every hour of lecture, it's recommended that you spend 90 minutes reviewing. And so that gives you a good amount of things to do just for preparatory, to prepare you to get, you know, the information. And they give you learning objectives. Like, so the first week they give you learning objectives for each video that you're watching. And these videos are in biochemistry, anatomy, and physiology. So, you know, the best thing to do definitely once you've watched your videos and stuff like that is to answer the learning objectives. That takes time. Once you answer the learning objectives, then you got to figure out how you're going to kind of study this and package this into a big picture kind of speak, but also you want to include details too, so it's not a true big picture thing. But what I found that worked for me is I did the big picture, which I actually make big picture sheets, and I will show you. Give me a second. So let me show you. And you guys notice my hair, like it's ponytail. Like I have no time really to do my hair. Like, you know, I was planning on washing it last week, and that didn't even happen. So I just have it in a ponytail. But anyway, I can't show you the information because that is a rule violation of Msap, but I will show you the thickness of the packet. So this is information from all of the lecture, okay? What I tend to do is make a big picture sheet. So I can show you my notes because they're my notes, they're not from Msap, but out of all of that, I make big picture sheets, if you can see that. And I use just copy paper, so it's usually front and back. And I try to do one big picture sheet for each of the subjects. So it's just a lot of information. And there's that. And there's like the rest of it. So I have like 3 sheets of paper. So I condense the information down as small as I possibly can. So for each subject, I try to just have 1 sheet of paper, front and back. That is what I use to study from. If I need to go back to the actual PowerPoint presentation, which most of the time I don't, because I have for the most part what I need on these papers, but if I need to fill in the gaps, then I can go on the PowerPoint presentation and add to it. But I found that that's the best way for me to kind of prep myself for how I review and get ready for the test for Sunday. So my schedule, and this is by far, this is how I do it, it's not actually recommended. I'll tell you what I do and then I'll tell you what's recommended. So what I have done for the first week is I watch all my 10 hours of lecture within a couple of days. So I start on Sunday and I do my videos on Sunday. I copy and paste all the learning objectives into a Word document, and then on Monday I spend the whole day watching videos and, you know, get organized in my learning objectives. I'm usually done with my videos, and yeah, I'm usually done with my videos like on the first week I was done with my videos like that Tuesday. And once I finish the videos, then I go right into learning objectives. So I start my learning objectives on Tuesday. I was finished with my learning objectives by Wednesday night. So they also give you these review sessions weekly that are optional. You don't have to do them, but they're encouraged to do them, and you sign up for them. And so what I did, I signed up every Thursday to have a review session for anatomy and physiology, and then a review session for biochemistry. And I have all of my learning objectives done by that time. I have my big picture sheets for the most part done by that time. And so that just gives me, that review session gives me an idea of where I'm lacking. And they try to cover everything that was in the lectures, so that's good. And then after the review session, which is usually in the evening for me, I spend the rest of the night filling in the gaps of things that I didn't cover, that the review session kind of like coined in on that I need to probably add into my big picture sheet. And then I spend Friday reviewing my big picture sheet, rewatching videos, and studying. Also Friday nights I spend self-testing, so I'll do lots of multiple choice questions on all the subjects. And you can just Google, you know, multiple choice, whatever subject you're trying to find, and you can Google, and a lot of times they'll have like people that have posted questions and stuff like that. So it's just a test to see, you know, how you're learning the information, and they're actually pretty good. There's some pretty good sites out there. If you guys need some reference, I can probably let you know that. If you want to know that, just let me know down below. But anyway, so yeah, so Friday I spend doing that, and then Saturday is the same thing, and then Sunday is test day. So I usually get up, which I did for last week, and I keep referring to last week because I'm actually in the second week right now. So I get up on Sunday and I basically review everything for about 4 or 5 hours, and that's basically it for Sunday. And then I just kind of relax until time for the test, because I don't like to cram, and I don't like to overload my mind, because I know that I need to kind of take a breather before actually taking the test. So that's what happens for Sunday. This last test that I took, which was the first test, it starts at 4 o'clock, and they give you 40 minutes to take the test. And I finished the test, I think, in like 30 minutes. So I had like 10 minutes left. And then after that, you can kind of relax for a little bit, and that's kind of what I did. And then once they give the information on Sunday, then I actually start reviewing the information. My day typically starts at 9:30 in the morning, which I record this video right now. I should be studying because it's past 9:30 now. But anyway, so it starts at 9:30 in the morning, and then I go up until midnight studying and reviewing and all of that. So just to break it down for you, so I go from 9:30 until noon or 1, and then I take a break, I have lunch, I go walking to get some fresh air, and then I start back around 2 o'clock, and I go from 2 until 4:30 just reviewing things, and then I will go pick up my children from school. They're in summer camp, so I pick them up, and then I'm pretty much off the radar because I have the kids. So I'm pretty much off the radar with studying from 4:30 until about 7. And then I go back at 7, and then I study until 12 or 1 in the morning, and then I go to bed. So that is my day. But yeah, Msap is definitely tough. It's definitely tough. And it's not that the material is really, really hard, but it's a lot of material. And so that's what makes it so tough. Time management and just kind of, you know, getting all this in your brain and trying to retain and recall. So it's very hard. I said I'm in hashtag Ogo mode, which one of my friends, she definitely helped me get better study habits and learn how to efficiently study and be effective with it. So, and I have to definitely thank her for that. It's one of my Nigerian friends. That's one thing too. You want to surround yourself with people that are gonna like help boost you, you know, as far as like getting you better with studying and getting you better just in general. You don't want to surround yourself with people that are at the same level with you as you, and or you know, on a like daily basis or whatever. You know, when it comes to studying, I really find that being around people that have better study skills than me, like I'm able to learn from them. So it just makes me better. So that's why I always say that. And so she definitely taught me some things. And, you know, because also I want to say like a lot of the people want to do review courses or like a review session on Skype session. And sometimes they don't know the information. So you're stuck kind of like teaching the information, which is good. It's good for them. And it's kind of good for you because you can go through the information too, but you don't want to do that all the time. You want to definitely, especially if you have questions yourself, you want to make sure that you're with people that, you know, are putting in just as much effort or more like you are, and they're prepared and they can answer questions too. So that's one thing that I've seen and that I think, you know, you have to just be mindful of when you're in something like this fast paced. But yeah, I just wanted to share the first week with you. Hopefully I'll come back and share this second week. I'm not done with the second week yet. So, you know, after I finish, I'll come and share what the second week was like. And yeah, if you have any questions, just leave them down below and I will get back with you. All right, well, have a good day. Bye.